I was sort of been a bit anxious actually. I've had a fair bit of time at home and I've been watching the tests, been following it. It's been, I guess, disappointing from an Australian's point of view. Especially that last test. But I'm looking forward to seeing what squad they name, and I think looking at the last Champions Trophy, I thought we had a pretty good squad there, and just probably underperformed a little bit. But we'll have to wait till when the squad's announced. But I've just been getting myself as ready as I can be, and hopefully I get that selection. Probably wouldn't want to go into it now, but I would have loved to have been there at the start to be a part of it. To be involved in an Ashes series is very special. So it was very disappointing not to be selected in the first place, and then to sort of be sitting back and watching has been tough at times. You sort of yell at the TV screen a little bit, but it's difficult not playing. But like I said, I've been getting myself ready. I've had a pretty good pre-season with the Warriors. Justin Langer, who this is his first full-time season, so he's been working us very hard. And there's been a little bit of talk around the Australian, how we're going to go in Australia. It's our backyard and all that kind of stuff. But I've just got to take, you hear it all the time. One tour at a time. You got to play one game at a time. You never know what's going to happen, so you've just got to make the most of each opportunity that you get. And at the moment, I'm hopefully get that selection to play in the one-day series and do well there. Yeah, well, I've never actually won an Ashes series. I've been involved in an Ashes series when we won 5-0 against the Poms. Being 12th man, following the guys around and being involved that way. But I've never been in a winning team, so I'd love to be involved and to win an Ashes series, and to be able to do it on your home turf would make it even more special. But like I said, it really is. You've got to take each day as it is, and like I said, I've been working very hard to get my fitness and strength and my bowling, working on a few little things, and it's just been really nice to be home and spend time with family as well, freshen up, and I'm raring to go, and any opportunity I get, I'm just going to make the most of it. I definitely want to be involved in this one-day series in England, 7 one-days, 2020s as well. I want to get back involved in 2020 cricket. I had a pretty good IPL. Hopefully that sort of counts in selection, but I'd love to be playing those two forms as being the next matches coming up. That's my first goal. I guess a long-term goal is being back in the Ashes squad, back in Australia. I guess that's where I stand. I haven't done a lot of batting, to be honest. The time that I've had home is really just to be able to freshen up and almost get away from the game. It really worked for me coming back from my injury. I had a bit of time away from the game the first little bit, probably first 2 months, just recovering, and then got back into my cricket and felt really good. So we sort of went on the same path. Justin Langer has been very supportive of myself and the training that I've been doing. So he's sort of given me a bit of a leeway with a lot of things. But my batting feels good. I've just got to keep that simple. I've always enjoyed it. A lot of talk about me batting up the order when I've been playing and this and that, and that's just things that I've just got to let go and just focus on just keeping it simple and enjoying my cricket. So bowling's always going to be my number one. But as long as I can have fun with my batting, the tail has definitely wagged. They've done an exceptional job. But, just need the middle order to fire now. I am comfortable with it. It has always been a fair bit of talk about my action. Look, there was always going to be talk about it. It's not a conventional or standard bowling action. It's the way I bowl. It's the way it's always going to be. And there's times where I'm going to go for runs. I'm an aggressive bowler. I'd try and get in the batsman's face, try and bowl those short balls, be aggressive, and then bowl those good balls to get the wicket. So I'm never going to be you know, Peter Siddle, we're hitting your line and length all day long. It's just the way it's going to be. But I've been able to work on a few things that I've wanted to work on. Swinging that ball, which is good. I think that's a key weapon of mine, being able to swing that ball back into a right-hander away from the left-hander. But yeah, I'm just going to be my aggressive self.
Fair weapon during
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it didn't look like a lot of guys have. I mean, Jimmy Anderson can swing the ball most of the times. I think that's something that Mitch Stark probably would have liked to see a bit more of, a bit of swing over there. But yeah, it's definitely a good weapon to have when the ball's swinging around. And if you've got the height as well, it definitely comes in with that bounce. So yeah, just keep working on it. Test matches are always going to be the game that I want to play. I just love the challenge of it. The 5 days, your body does go through a bit of hell. Backing up, the guys you have a look in England now, and they've bowled a lot of overs and had to back up, and it's actually quite enjoyable to do that. But at the same time, it hurts. But yeah, I do miss that feeling of playing test matches. So, like I said, I think the main focus for me right now is just being able to be back in Warriors training, working hard, and have my focus on this one-day series coming up, hopefully being selected.
Mitch, can you just tell us about today, what you're out here for and what's coming up this weekend?
Yeah, visited Heathridge Primary School, and a good bunch of kids, just to try and get the kids involved in signing up at club level, so they're local clubs. It sort of brings back memories of when I grew up playing cricket, getting involved in club cricket, and how enjoyable it was. So hopefully we get a few of these kids out there, and there's definitely a few talented kids out there, a couple of good bowlers there and a couple of good batters. So hopefully we can get a few along and get them signed up. Yeah, definitely. Maybe a few Shane Warnes or Glenn McGraths out there, or Justin Langers. So yeah, plenty of talent there.